I'm working to develop executive function for students with special needs. We use VR, which we will see today. We are using robots, apps, various apps, and etc. So what is executive functions? Executive functions is a frontal lobe capability. It can include working memory, which is a memory of now, of 2 minutes, what we are doing now, right now. Attentional control, inhibition, how can we inhibit our action. Decision making, planning, which means also prospective memory. Prospective memory is a memory of the future, what I'm going to do, it's include in planning. And cognitive inhibition, how can I control my thoughts, and of course motivation, and many other very good capabilities of the human being. So we plan, it's two of my students, each one of them develop and implementing 2 teaching programs and use action research for that. The population is adolescent student with autism. To develop instructional program using 360-degree video and VR to enhance cognitive flexibility and independent living life. We use one of the students use the VR for public to teach them how to go to use public transportation, and the other one use how to do shopping in the supermarket. So it's 2 different classes, 2 different programs. The methodology, as I thought, is action research, which means that the teacher is research herself or her program. So I'll show you if I can. Let's see if I can do that. I'll show you one of the movie. What they did. Each student they go and took a camera, 360-degree camera. They picture. They picture. Okay, the session. I mean, if it's a public transportation, they go to the specific bus stop, and if it's a supermarket, they go to the specific supermarket by the school, because they used to go there usually. So this is an example for it's not professional, but it's very authentic. So this is Shira. I'll just go ahead to see how she pictured the. You can go like this with 36-degree. Okay. See? Like this. This is what she was pictured. It's like the project that she made. How to picture in a 60-degree, and this is inside the bus. So this is what Shira did, and Karen, the other student, did the same thing with the supermarket. After they did that, they planned their instructional program, and both use these steps in order to implement this program. The step 1 is watch short video on different topics, just short video with the iPad. They want the student to get used to choose which video they like, and they choose and look at it. Step 2 was get to watch 36-degree video on various subjects. So they can use which video they want to see, but it was 360-degree video. The third step was to get ready for VR. So what they did, they're watching the video on a swivel chair, that because you need to see with the headset, you need to go around. So they want them to get used to this special chair because it's something that can be stressful. The first step is watching the 360-degree video while holding the VR headset like this. They didn't put it on their head, they just put it like this until they were ready to put it on their head. Most of the students at the last did put it on their head and look, but not all of them. There are some that still look it like this. But these all steps is very important, especially with students with ASD, because they need one step after other to get used to this technology. It's not obvious to use it. So the finding, if we go to the bus transportation case, they were in this classroom, there was two groups. There were students with ASD and students with development disability. And what she saw in their finding, that the students with ASD were less using automatically. So they didn't hold it like this and see the movie. Other student with the development disability took the iPad and just see around the movie, so it was very interesting to see that. So what we saw in this research, that the student with IDD demonstrated better cognitive flexibility and adapted more quickly to the various technology compared to the children with ASD. The supermarket case study, the study investigated the technology adoption of children with ASD, but there was two groups. One was a verbal student and the other group was non-verbal student. And what she saw, and it's quite obvious, I think, but that the children with verbal capability used to adapt the technology quickly. They ask questions, they can express their feelings, so it was easier to them to adapt the technology. If we compare to the non-verbal, that it was more difficult for them. In both cases, we saw that there is a success for the program. For the bus transportation, for example, when they go out to the bus, they go directly to the bus stop. They know their way, like they were there before. And when they come to the bus stop, they were standing and waiting for the bus, and go up and do like this with the card. And we saw that she forget to picture how they can go down from the bus. She forget to picture it, and when the bus stopped, they didn't know what to do. So she needs to tell them, you need now to go down and go back to school. But we saw that it was very successful program. Although with the supermarket it was more complicated, because they need to go inside. They need to pick up some stuff, some product that they need to do in advance, and then to go and pay. So there are more action that they need to do, and it was more complicated. What we saw, that all of them go inside the supermarket with a lot of confidence, and like they know it. They know they've been before, but they didn't want to go there. Now they just go inside the supermarket like they know this place. Inside the supermarket, we saw differences between the students. There are some that pick up the product they need, some that need help. And when they get into the cashier to pay, they all pull out their purses, right? Arnak? Purses, yes. They all pull out the purses. They want to pay. Not all of them know what to pay and how to pay, but they all know that they need now to pay. So This is two case study, very small case study. The conclusion that 360 video and VR technologies hold promise for supporting cognitive flexibility in the student with ASD, foster independence in daily life activities. And I think VR combined with authentic 36 video degree, it's authentic video, it's very important. More adapted programs should be developed to bring the world population to special needs, with the special needs, before we will expose them to the stress situation. It's reduced stress. Thank you.
Any questions? Yes.